Imagine being born into a world where the temperature is cold enough to freeze your blood, where predators are waiting to snatch you, and where your survival depends on whether your parents can walk 60 miles to get you food. This isn't some survival TV show, this is the daily reality of emperor penguins. While they might look adorable and majestic, trust me, being born as an emperor penguin is one of the hardest fates in the animal kingdom. And today, we're going to uncover why. Emperor penguins are icons of the Antarctic wilderness. Their tall, regal stance and striking black and white feathers make them look like they're wearing tuxedos. They've been the stars of movies, documentaries, and even memes. But behind this image of elegance lies a story of unthinkable hardship. From the moment they hatch, emperor penguins face battles that test their strength, resilience, and survival skills. Let's take a deeper dive into their harsh reality and explore why being born an emperor penguin is like being born into a frozen battlefield. The moment an emperor penguin chick is born, it enters one of the harshest climates on the planet. Antarctica is no paradise, it's a frozen desert. Temperatures often drop to -60 degrees Celsius, -76 degrees Fahrenheit, and the icy winds can blow at 200 kilometers per hour, 124 miles per hour. Now, think about this, emperor penguin chicks hatch without any real feathers to protect them from the cold. Instead, they rely entirely on their parents for warmth. Here's where things get even harder. For weeks before the chick hatches, the father penguin has been balancing the egg on his feet, using a special flap of skin called a brood pouch to keep it warm. During this time, the dad doesn't eat a single thing. He just stands there, huddled with hundreds of other dads in the freezing wind, all waiting for the mother to return with food. The pressure on these penguin dads is unimaginable. If they lose the egg, even for a moment, it freezes and the chick doesn't survive. Once the chick hatches, its survival depends entirely on its parents. But here's the problem, there's no food nearby. Antarctica is a frozen wasteland with no plants or insects to eat. The only food source is the ocean, which is miles away. This means the mother penguin must travel long distances to hunt while the father stays behind to keep the chick warm. The mom dives into freezing waters, swimming up to 300 miles in search of krill, fish, and squid. And it's not like these meals are just sitting around waiting to be caught. Hunting in Antarctica is a race against time and energy. Let's start with krill, the main food source for emperor penguins. Krill are tiny, shrimp-like creatures that pack a punch when it comes to nutrients. They're high in fats and proteins, which help penguins survive the extreme cold. But here's the catch, krill populations are declining. Climate change is melting the sea ice where krill live, and overfishing by humans is making things worse. For penguins, this means traveling even farther to find food, which takes more time and energy. And while the parents are out hunting, their chicks are left behind in the freezing cold, hungry and vulnerable. Now, fish are another key part of a penguin's diet, but catching them isn't exactly easy. Emperor penguins are expert divers, they can plunge up to 500 meters, over 1,600 feet, beneath the icy surface and hold their breath for up to 20 minutes. But diving this deep comes with serious risks. First, there's the freezing water. Even with their thick layer of blubber, penguins risk hypothermia. Then there are the predators, leopard seals and killer whales patrol the waters, ready to ambush any penguin that comes too close. Every dive is a dangerous gamble, but if the parents don't return with enough food, their chicks won't survive. Then there's squid, the third major food source for emperor penguins. Squid is rich in essential nutrients and helps young penguins grow strong. But here's the problem, squid populations are unpredictable. Some years, the penguins can find plenty of squid, but in other years, it's like the squid have disappeared completely. This creates a cycle of feast or famine. In bad years, chicks are left starving, their tiny bodies unable to withstand the freezing temperatures. As if the cold and hunger weren't bad enough, emperor penguin chicks also have to deal with predators. Birds like skuas are a constant threat, swooping down to snatch unattended chicks. And for adult penguins, leopard seals and killer whales make every hunting trip a life or death situation. For a chick, survival isn't just about staying warm or getting enough food, it's also about avoiding becoming someone else's meal. Even if a chick survives its first winter, the challenges don't end there. As they grow, young penguins must learn how to hunt and fend for themselves. This means venturing into the ocean for the first time, where they face freezing waters, strong currents, and hungry predators. Many don't make it. In fact, over 50% of emperor penguin chicks don't survive their first year. And for the ones that do, life continues to be a constant fight for survival. So, why does it suck to be born as an emperor penguin? Because from the moment they hatch, they're fighting against some of the toughest odds in the animal kingdom. They're born into freezing temperatures, depend entirely on their parents for food, face constant threats from predators, and grow up in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. While they might look cute and elegant, the reality of their lives is anything but easy. Next time you see an emperor penguin waddling across the ice or starring in a documentary, remember what they've been through just to survive. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible, harsh lives of emperor penguins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon. Let's keep exploring the hidden struggles of wildlife together.